Hey guys, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Laura and I make an income selling used clothing, shoes, merchandise, stuff like that on the internet. How I do that is I utilize an app called Poshmark. Poshmark is actually sponsoring this post for me, so thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you Poshmark for giving me the opportunity to share with everyone kind of some tricks that I've learned on how to make money doing this. So to get started, for those who don't know what Poshmark is, basically it's an app that you can download and you can sell your used or new with tags, clothing, shoes, apparel, stuff like that, basically on the internet. And it's super easy. I have the link down below of how to download it. Highly recommend it. Even if you're like not sure about it, just download it, kind of play around with it. You may not want to sell merchandise, but trust me, you can get some amazing deals on there. I've gotten Tory Burch shoes for 20 bucks. Definitely some very good deals. So definitely check it out for that reason alone. But what I wanted to talk about today was just, 5 tips that I've learned through selling on this app that has made me really successful in doing so. So the first thing is you really need to sell what's in demand. And I know that's probably a common sense thing, like why would you list something that no one wants to buy? But I take that a little bit further. I do a lot of research on what merchandise I'm putting in my closet. So how I do that is I go shopping myself. I look at, what do other retailers have out there? What do they stand for? Do they have a big fixture of tie-dye? Is that going to be a statement this summer? Which, by the way, it is. I also look at the clearance rack. Not for deal. Well, sometimes I look for deals, let's be real. But I want to know what isn't selling. What should I avoid in picking up? I also like to see, what are other people wearing? How are they wearing it? How are they styling themselves? Another big thing is fashion magazines. Fashion magazines are amazing. Like, first of all, they tell you everything. They'll tell you keywording, like, different descriptive words that you can use. Like, my new descriptive word that I'm using is, instead of acid wash jeans, I'm using bleached denim. Because that's supposedly a trend for the summer. But that's another thing, like, what are the summer's trends? What should I make sure that I have in my closet? Like I said, tie-dye is supposedly going to be a huge trend in summer. So I need to make sure that I have some tie-dye pieces in there for my customers. The next thing that has really helped me be successful is just being social. Poshmark is all about being social. You need to interact with others. You need to be following others. You need to be sharing your items. Sharing is basically, in simplest terms, is just retweeting, basically. If you're familiar with Twitter, just retweeting what you have. So I'll have, a couple shoes in my closet and I'll just retweet. But it's share, share, share. And that way other people can see this. And if they're looking for, a pair of Nike shoes, when they search for a pair of Nike shoes, mine will pop up higher than, the other ones that haven't been shared. Some other things within the whole social aspect of it is I like to post my merchandise when I'm listing it or when I'm sharing it. I also share it to different social media platforms. Like I shared on my Facebook page, I shared on my Instagram account, which, by the way, if you're not a follower, I also have more tricks on there on my Instagram account, which is also linked below. Follow me, tell me, you saw my video, say hi. This has been such an amazing journey for me, so I'm always happy to help. Reach out. Obviously, I'm on Poshmark, so I like being social. I know a lot about clothes and stuff. I actually have worked in the retail industry for 8 years now. So this is my life. This is what I love to do. And I'm very passionate about sharing that with others. So yeah, anyways, sorry, I digress. But be social. Follow others, they'll follow you back, they'll see your merchandise. It's just all about getting exposure within the app. So I briefly touched on this, but my number 3 guy here is you have to follow others. So through my experience, and I wasn't big on following others to begin with because I was more or less about selling than actually buying, although now I do a lot of buying because there are amazing deals on this app. But when you follow others, they get a notification. So say I follow you. You will then get a notification that I'm following you. And if you're anything like me, which I can tell a lot of people on this app are, they're going to be like, who is this person that's following me? So they're going to click into your closet and they're going to look like, what is she selling? Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So I've gotten a lot of sales just by that, just by, following other people, and then they're, curious of what I have in my closets, and then they see things they like and they purchase. But I've also gotten, people following me back from that, which is also key because they may not like something that I have in my store now, but 2-3 weeks down the road from now, they might see something that I've shared, because if they're following me, they're then going to get my shares. So they might see something that, I post 2-3 weeks from now that they like, and then they're going to purchase it at that time. So it's all about growing your network and gaining that exposure. Okay. Whew, I feel like I'm like getting worked up here because I'm so excited about this. So sorry. So the number 4 guy is send offers to likers. So offers to likers is an amazing feature that Poshmark has. It really, really, really helps you get sales. So what is an offer to liker? So basically, say that you have a pair of jeans and I love them, but I'm not quite ready to purchase them yet for whatever reason. Like, I don't have the money, I don't really need them, but I like them, whatever. So I'll like your post that you have about it, but I may not purchase it at that time, which is fine. That we all do that, So anyways, you at that time could see that I liked it. You'll get a notification that I like it, and then you can come back to me and give me an offer. So say you have a pair of pants in your closet for $40. I like it. You could come back to me and say, I'll offer you these pants for $25. And I might be like, oh my God, that's an amazing deal. Click, buy, thank you. I get that a lot. I used to send out offers all the time. Like, the second someone liked it, I would send them an offer. I've definitely toned back on that because I haven't been seeing like the return on that. So what I do now is I'll wait till Friday and I'll go through my closet and look at all the likes, and then I'll send out the offers to likers. I usually try, if I can, if I'm like aware of the date, I try and send it out on the 1st and the 15th because that's payday for most people. But for sure Fridays are also paydays for most people. So that's why I really try and get on it like every Friday. And I've definitely seen, the most return on that when I do it on Fridays as opposed to, any other day of the week. So yeah, that's a really good one that has helped a lot. And then the last one that I wanted to share with you guys is when you download the app, you'll get a lot of notifications about these parties. And I remember like when I first started, I was so overwhelmed by these parties. I'm like, what is this? Like, what? A shoe party? What? So basically what I've learned from them is Poshmark will host these, virtual parties, if you will. And they'll have, like I said, a shoe party. So it'll be, and they're very clever. So they have some like cute, clever name about like basically a party for shoes. And they'll have hosts that'll go around to everyone's closet and look for different shoes that should be featured in this party. It's really, really great exposure if you end up getting your shoes or whatever the item is for the party. If you get that as a host pick, I've gotten a couple host picks, and they usually sell like right away when you get it when the party starts, because then everyone sees it. But another way that you can participate in these parties is, again, going back to the shoe party. So there's a shoe party. You can go through your closet while the shoe party is going on, and while you're doing your shares, you can share it to this shoe party. So then everybody who's looking at this shoe party right now can see the shoes that you've just shared to this party. So what I really like about it, especially when they're kind of like more general like that, like shoes, tops, as opposed to sometimes they'll have parties like Free People or Lululemon, which are still great parties, don't get me wrong. But for me, like, I know how I shop. I'm always like, oh, I'm looking for, you know, a pair of shoes for this wedding that I have at the end of the month. So somebody could be in there looking for shoes for this wedding that they have, not really having an idea of like what kind of shoe they want. They're just kind of like, you know, like you would in any like retail store, just kind of like shopping around, perusing a little bit. But then they see your shoes and they might like it, or they might be like, oh, those are really cute style. I wish, you know, they were my size. But then they also see, like, because you're connected to those shoes, so then they'll come to your closet and they'll look through your other merchandise. They might not buy something today, but again, 2-3 weeks down the road, when you have something that they like, they might purchase at that time. So, you know, it's just all about being social, be involved. The biggest thing that I've learned about, you know, selling on Poshmark is the more involved you are, the more effort you put into it. And trust me, it's not that much effort. Like, it's really fun to do. But like in anything in life, the more you put in, the more you get out. So, you know, just follow these tips. And I can pretty much guarantee you'll see the success that I have. But also enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. I've learned a lot, you know, within Poshmark about different brands and different styles and things like that. So, you know, I hope these tips were helpful for you. If you'd like to see more tips like this, comment below, let me know, give it a thumbs up, thumbs down. Or if you have any questions, you know, feel free to reach out. Like I said, I've learned a lot, and I'm really passionate about doing this. So I love to share that with others. So again, shout out to Poshmark. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this. I really love your app, and I love that you're, you know, giving me this opportunity to share what I've learned with others. And if there's anything that I can help you guys with ever about reselling, please let me know. Like I said, comment below or follow me on Instagram. DMs are usually the best way to get a hold of me. So, all right, until next time, guys. Bye.